Now we're going to talk about hyperextension of the knee. So this is very similar to what we saw with hyperextension of the elbow. To position your person for this, you want them in just a little bit of knee flexion. So to make this position easier for them to maintain, I'm going to go ahead and take just a roll of tape and have him lift his heel. And I'm going to set that roll, step down, under the heel. So that way we maintain just a little bit of knee flexion. We don't need a ton. If you tape them in too much flexion, then they don't have enough knee extension to be functional. This tape drop slides really bad. It's very difficult to get it to stay. So usually this would be one where I would tape directly on the skin. I'm going to use pre-wrap for these purposes, but I would tape directly on the skin and probably use an adhesive spray to help it stay. We also can, just like we talked about with the elbow, if your person would like, you can use a foam heel and lace pad, and you would just place it on the back of the knee to protect that space. So we're going to go ahead and do that underneath our pre-wrap as well, just to show that. So I'm going to start my pre-wrap down at the bottom. So we want, again, a little bit more than a hand width below the knee joint. So I'm going to start here. Can you slide your shirts up for me? Good. So it's going to be really important here that we have them contract their quad and their thigh when we are doing our anchors and our lock strips. So I'm going to do my anchors on the calf first. Usually I do my anchors from the posterior side on the calf, so go ahead and contract your calf. Good, and I'm going to do 3 anchors here. Good, and then I'm going to come up to the quad. I would usually do these from the front, but because of the video, I can't quite get the angle. So I'm going to go from the inside to the outside. Sorry. Sorry. It's on your leg hairs. So this is on the leg here, so that's not going to be a lot of fun to take off. So again, we have our heel and lace pad in the back of the knee. We want to keep that little bit of a bend knee position. Now we're going to go ahead and create a fan just like we did for the elbow. So we're going to start on the outside, come across to the inside. We want a little bit of tension on the tape. Same thing, start on the inside, coming across to the outside. So we're going to keep going with these strips until we have closed off the back of the knee. Okay, and then I'm going to end with 1 strip right down the middle. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do my lock strips again. So I would do 3 lock strips on the calf. Again, making sure that they're contracting their quad while you're applying, or their calf while they're applying those. And then on the quad. Okay. Now, much like we talked about with the elbow, you could go over this with elastic tape and cover the entire thing. Some people will cover much closer to the knee joint just with plain tape. The closer you get to the knee joint, the more restriction and stability you're going to get. So just depending how much support you're looking for would dictate how far up you would come or how far down you would come with your lock strips. You could also cover this with an ace bandage or an elastic wrap to gain support that way.